Oh, congratulations tonight.
Thank you
Very exciting
so much.
evening. Tell me what's good news for you.
What? It's good news for me that Olivia's here to celebrate. She came all the way from Valencia, Spain to celebrate with us.
Wow, that's pretty exciting for you then.
Thank you.
How come you did that?
That's a little lie there.
But we're
I'm
here to
from Valencia.
celebrate Nick and the wonderful work that Meningitis is doing, National Meningitis is doing, and how wonderful and lucky we are that we can be here and support it.
Okay, thank you very much. What's good news for you?
Good news for me is that you're here and I see you.
Everybody's here.
And her too.
Everybody's here.
No, every time I see Paul, it's good news. It means I'm alive and well.
That's true.
Right?
So tell us what's new and how tonight it will be for you.
Good news for me tonight is that I have a lot of wonderful friends coming to this event, and the weather's good, and we have a shot for meningitis. I think that's the best news.
All right, beautiful, fantastic. Let me. Now this is a wonderful family, and I see some of your families here as well.
Yes, all of my daughter's 16 years old, Alana, the teen
I
health
saw her.
advocate.
She's grown. It's
She
so
has
nice.
grown. My son is coming. His name's Justin. He's 20, as you know. And Barry's here, and his children are coming. So we've got 2 tables of 12 to accommodate the whole family. And all of them are big supporters of the anti-meningitis campaign.
Okay, beautiful. Thanks so much. Okay, Nick, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing lovely. I'm back here for another year at the National Meningitis Association benefit. Thrilled to be here.
It's always good for me to see you here. I love, because I know how passionate you are about this whole outreach for meningitis, since you have actually, unfortunately, been involved with it.
Oh, of course. This is a wonderful event for an absolutely devastating disease. But we're all here for the same reason, because we know how bad it is, and we all know what can be done to prevent it. So we're all here fighting a good fight and having a little fun at the same time.
And what can be done to prevent it? What are some things that people should consider?
Well, this disease is vaccine preventable. I could give you a dozen list of things that you can do to prevent it directly, like sharing water bottles and not kissing. But let's face it, kids are going to do that anyway. Boys are going to be boys. So really, the best thing that you can do is just get the vaccination.
Okay. And what's good news for you?
There's always good news in my life.
That's true. You're always a happy dude.
Why not?
All right. Do you know the website? What it's called?
Oh yeah, it's the National Meningitis Association's website is nmaus.org. Again, that's nmaus.org.
And they're partners with Good News. We are involved with them with the World Peace Day concert and event that we did. So we're really happy to support the good things that you guys are doing.
Always good to have a wonderful partner.
There you go. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Nuccia Juan Gordon, hi. How are you?
Great. I'm always so happy to be here every year for this gala, the National Meningitis Association. They do such great work, and it's awareness that needs to go out into the public. And I'm trying to get our schools involved and raise the awareness also in our private schools.
What schools are those?
The Hewitt School for girls. And because they begin to go to camp around 6th, 7th grade, and I thought that would be a very, very important thing for the parents to know, so they have the option to have their children vaccinated.
Great. What's good news for you?
Oh, good news is my daughters won their soccer game with the Asphalt Greenway, and they'll have another game next week, and they're doing really well, and the twins are doing fabulously, and all their friends, and we're blessed.
The boss man, Gary Springer, he's coming around and watch him go right into frame. This guy knows show business. You see, he went out of frame, he went into frame, and he knew what a frame was even.
I know show business.
I know you know show business.
You know, I mean, it says so on my LinkedIn thing. People say, do you know show business? Gary Springer, I endorse you for show business. I don't know if I know it, but people say I know it.
And that, you know what? And what people say is actually more important than what you do.
But it's more important that Good News says I know show business.
And I'm saying you know show business.
Well, then, Paul, you're a wonderful human being. I mean, what else is it? Okay, the interview's over. It's great.
We know how to conduct an interview. This is a very important occasion. I just interviewed your son, and I know this has for many years been dedicated to your lovely wife.
Yeah.
And in all due respect. And how has the knowledge of meningitis increased in the world? And has it or hasn't it?
You know, one would think it has, because I mean, you know, it's not only our group, there are other organizations, because it's becoming more of a prevalent disease. And, you know, you just take a look at Nick. Nick is one of the lucky ones. I mean, he's happy. He's, you know, he doesn't have his arms and legs, but he's a happy, multi-Olympic medal winning, you know, athlete. While Lynn Bozoff, who's the, you know, one of the founders with my wife of this organization, her son died within 2 weeks. I mean, we're one of the lucky ones. But Nick is an example of what can happen. It's such an awful disease. Look at what happened in Princeton earlier this year. I mean, all of a sudden, Princeton was shut down because the disease happened. Now, when things like that occur in groups in Princeton, then the awareness gets out. But the awareness should always be out, because it is a vaccine-preventable disease, potentially vaccine-preventable disease, and it's a really nasty disease. And, you know, I mean, if you want to, you know, take a synthetic vaccine, some people don't like vaccines because they give them a little bit of the real thing. This is synthetic. It's a better way to prevent anything like what happened to Nick or Lynn or so many other families. I mean, there are people who are dying, and I think there's more of awareness of it, but I think it's also increasing. I think there's a lot of people catching this.
Okay. The last question. So for you, what do you see as good news here?
I see as good news that, first of all, you know, I'm able to honor my wife, Nancy, you know, who was one of the 5 founders of this organization. She died, unfortunately, the day after Nick won a gold medal in Beijing in the Olympics. And, you know, Nick got sick in '99. And as I said, he's still with us. And he might be a little shorter, but he's still Nick. And that's always a good news. But I think the best and the most important thing is that we're getting the word out. And you're helping, and all of you people are watching are helping, because it really is a nasty disease. And get the word out.
Stanley Cup is happening, and we just talked. You just said something interesting about hockey. And what was that comment?
Well, I'm here supporting National Meningitis, and my really good friend was afflicted by it, Nicky Springer, and I taught him how to play hockey and wanted to give him a shot, meaning playing hockey. Now we're here trying to prevent a kid to get meningitis like he was afflicted by it. It's a very serious disease, and the Association of National Meningitis has instituted this doctor that's celebrating tonight a vaccination that can prevent that. So I've come full circle, like give a kid a shot in hockey and give a kid a shot for meningitis.
Thank you, sir. Your name is?
My name is Rod Gilbert, former New York Rangers hockey player.
Rod, I think I've talked to you on the phone. I interviewed you on the phone many years ago, and this is a very, very, very wonderful moment I have goosebumps right now.
I grew up with Nicky when he was a little boy at the age of 6, and I was very affected, by his tremendous challenge when he got sick, but even more proud with the courage that he demonstrated to recover from it and continue living a full life. As a matter of fact, he's an Olympian champion with the gold medal, and we're so proud, and we're honoring him every day, not just tonight, but every day.
All right, can I just ask two things? Could you throw a shout out for my grandson, Jason, the hockey fanatic?
Hey, Jason, we're here supporting a really good cause. This is Rod Gilbert from the Rangers, and we're here for give a kid a shot. So maybe you take your shot and score your goal, okay?
Beautiful. My name is?
Hi.
Hi, your name is?
My name is Alana Galloway.
Alana, hi, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
All right, good. Alana, I know you I've seen you grow and big, and I'm crazy about your mom. So what brings you here tonight?
I'm the teen health advocate for the National Meningitis Association.
Wow, and so what do you do with that?
I help raise awareness for meningitis, and I go with my mom and I help hand out pamphlets and educate people on what this is. A few years ago at my school, I had a bake sale to raise money. And I'm only 16, but I help out in any way that I can, and I'm happy to contribute as much as I can to the cause.
Ah, beautiful. What's good news for you? What is good news for you? What
is good news for me? Good news is knowing that I can help raise awareness and help anyone who might get meningitis not to get meningitis. There are vaccines. They're great to know about. It's amazing to know that even if I can help even a little bit, I'm happy to make a difference in anyone's life in any way that I can.
Okay. Rudy, what brings you here today?
And on the left?
Well, what brings me here is a wonderful cause that I really feel strongly about, and my good friends Lorraine and Sarah and Rita are here, and I'm really glad to be part of this.
All right, great. Well, great you're here. Lorraine, what brings you here?
I've been involved with the NMA for now 4 years and trying to give kids a shot. A vaccination makes all the difference to fight this disease. And I've been working on it with many friends, including Sarah Herbert Galloway, Rita Cosby, Bertie Lowenstein, and many others among us. So we're really proud to be here.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Can we actually get in the middle if it's possible?
Okay, Rita, what brings you here?
Good news, and the good news is we're trying to raise money for the National Meningitis Association. Also here to honor one of their great heroes, Nick Springer, who not only has meningitis and endured it at a young age, went on to be an Olympian, and really is, I think, a true inspiration and epitomizes what Good News Planet is all about. So I'm honored to be here.
What?
I was going to ask you, what's good news for you and what brings you here tonight?
Oh my gosh, I'm here with my gal, you know, the most important thing of all. Today we're celebrating our 14-year, 5-month and 1-day anniversary.
That's that gal over here, Rita?
That is right, but this is just very special to be here. We've been engaged with the extraordinary people of the meningitis group, and it's a real blessing for us to be here tonight.
Tomachek, you go to so many social functions that are benefits for causes. Where does that come from in you?
Well, my God, all I can go back is for my folks. My dad and mom put within us the seeds of getting engaged in our communities. My father was military. My uncles and family were all military. My brother now currently is military, as you know, is military. My mother sister's a missionary nun. So we try to engage and involve ourselves within community activism, and also to engage them in such a way that Rita and myself can, in order to help bring additional attention and story to the wonderment of those that have been working tirelessly to make each and every event that much more special.
Great. Last question. What's good news for you?
Good news for me? Well, right now, currently working on a couple new projects. One for our military, which I pray will come to pass sooner than later. We're very excited about that. Plus, we just got back in country, and we're getting ready to head on, I think, to Rome. So given the amazing story of this past weekend with Pope John Paul II and also Pope John the 23rd, it'll be a real blessing for us to go back to the Vatican and visit with them and engage and learn about some of the most amazing stories that are coming out of the Vatican today, and help Pope Francis in his journey forward to really make a difference to the world and all his initiatives that he has ongoing.